Good afternoon. Just in time for lunch. One of the things we do here at Get Real with Rick Dancer is I try to take my clients to lunch. Yeah. And poor Leona, she didn't ask me where we were going today for lunch. So Leona Houston, you guys know her from Country Financial, the life insurance lady. She'll keep you living, or if you die, she'll get your family living. That should be our new theme. So we are at Craft Crickets. See, we're going to show you guys these. This is the newest, well, it's actually the oldest, probably the oldest source of protein, isn't it?
It's one of them.
Probably one of the oldest sources of protein on the planet, but it's coming back. It's making a comeback. And so we're going to visit with a couple here in Eugene who are creating crickets. Well, they don't create them. They breed them. So it's like a cricket farm. And then they sell them to people all over the world as a protein source. Yes, Steve, it's true. And so by the end of the show, Leona and I are going to try some crickets. And we're going to like them. Because you know what? A cricket is an insect, yeah?
Yeah.
But isn't it true that a lobster is an insect?
Part of the same family.
Part of the same family, and a shrimp. So the shrimp and lobster and things like that we eat every day. Oh, Corey, glad to see you here. Guess what I'm bringing to the Reach the Beach ride that we're going to be on? I'm going to bring a new source of protein for us, crickets. We're going to be the fastest little monsters on bikes that you've ever seen. So I got to introduce you. You two come over here.
Sure.
This is, go ahead and introduce yourselves.
I'm Zoe Antone.
Hi, I'm Austin Miller.
And so you guys, how did you come up with this idea?
Yeah, well, I'll give you a little bit of background. We've been dating for about 5 years, but it's been one of those difficult relationships where we were living and working on different continents. And we had a very jet-setting life. We lived in a combined 6 countries over the last 10 years. And we weren't really happy with the lifestyle because it had a large carbon footprint. So we decided to just, take some time off, travel together, energize ourselves, and find something that we could do together that we were proud about. So traveling around, we spent over half a year just slow traveling around the Americas. And we started eating bugs, and we were really impressed by them. And the more we researched them, the more we got sold on the idea that these are the future of food, and we all need to start eating bugs sooner than later. So we have ties to Eugene. We thought it would be a great place to start growing some bugs, and that's where we're at.
Okay, so somebody says it's Breaking Bad. So is it cutting in and out? Do you have the little thing with you?
Oh, I do.
Okay, so let me know. Is it on? We're working on it. Hang on.
I worry I might have just turned this guy off.
He accidentally turned off the Wi-Fi.
Okay.
So there. Now we should let me know. Can Lindsay, because you're like a regular, can you let me know and make sure that it's still that's not breaking up and everything, that it's coming back, because we can't tell on this end. So it's on now, right? Okay. So we're going to continue, but if one of you guys would let us know if it's not breaking up, if it's better, because we turned the Wi-Fi thing on. And let me check one more thing real fast. Hold on, you guys, stay with me. So are you guys seeing better now? All right, so anyway, keep talking and somebody will answer us in a second. so you guys started eating bugs as you're traveling, and when you go around the world, this is really normal.
A lot of countries eat insects as part of their regular diets, so anywhere across Central America, South America, all of Asia, Africa, anything from mealworms, silkworms, crickets.
Yeah, it's estimated that around 2 billion people have bugs as part of their diet. And we all used to have bugs as part of our diet. And the more we research them, the more we realize we all should, especially if the planet is going to grow to 9 billion people by the year 2050.
How much protein is in a cricket?
A single cricket, I can tell you about 100 grams of crickets would have between 57 to over 60 grams of protein.
And how big of how big is 100?
100 grams is a good handful. So this bag over here is
so
1 ounce. Yeah.
Okay. So that.
So this is a 1 ounce bag of crickets. And yep, go ahead.
So having this would be equivalent to eating a dozen eggs.
Seriously?
In terms of pound per pound,
okay.
Our crickets have twice the protein as your steak or your hamburger.
So for people working out, this would be a great snack.
It's fantastic. That's probably the biggest market right now. are endurance athletes or people who need to get protein but struggle to find protein due to dietary constraints, if they have nut allergies, or some people don't like to eat meat due to environmental reasons because it's very taxing on the environment, whereas crickets aren't. We're able to grow them behind a Burger King in a small warehouse.
That's the funny part, you guys. This is located out in West Eugene, and right behind it, we're right behind a fast food, a Burger King right there. So yeah, that's kind of crazy. Lindsay, more issues? Are you, Lindsay? It might be yours because other people say they're seeing it okay. Are you seeing it okay, Leona?
It was doing just fine.
Okay, so keep letting us know. That's fine. We're gonna go. But can you guys take? Leona really wants to go see the babies.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna go back here. We'll show you this little warehouse, you guys.
Sure.
So let's go back in here. This is the maternity ward.
Yes.
So this is the room where we incubate the crickets. You'll
Oh, it's
see
warm in here.
we keep it about like 89 degrees.
So those are the little babies.
You're looking at babies that just hatched within the last 24 hours or even less.
Oh, they're little newborns.
This stage is called pinheads because they're the size of a pinhead.
And how many are in there?
Oh gosh, many thousands.
Wow. And so how long do you keep them in here like this? Because they're really, you guys, they're really in this tent. Like that's where most of the babies are. They just brought these out so we could see them. But that's really the unit. And now what's in there?
So this is a pile of dirt full of cricket eggs. And so this is what we actually have in there. We just have pans of dirt full of eggs. And if I dig in here a little bit, you can see these little things that look like rice. And it's just full with thousands of those. And
So that's a cricket egg right there.
Yeah, those are cricket eggs.
And how long does it take them to hatch?
About 10 days.
What does a cricket eat?
Well, our crickets eat a non-GMO organic chick feed, which is very high in protein, and we supplement it with local fruits and vegetables that we can get. But typically we try to get about 90% of the high-quality chick feed that you would give to your chickens.
So what do people do? I mean, what do they do with crickets? I mean, you can eat them just like a cricket. Is that harder to get people to do, like just as a bug?
Definitely, and after we walk you through the farm, we'll show you some of the different food options. But probably the most common way that people eat them is they grind them up and they put them into their baking products because it's adding a super high protein into...
Give me that thing you have, will you? Oh, this, yeah. Is it off again?
No, it's fine.
Is it on? It looks like it's off.
It just, the screen goes.
Oh. Okay, you guys, they're saying it's interrupting again. Well, we're trying here, guys.
Should we, I don't know, we can try our neighbors?
Do you know the signal?
Yeah, it's just cornucopia.
That's going better, guys. Okay, because we...
My apologies, the crickets really like to do high streaming of on-demand videos, and they might have used up our policy for the month. So, my apologies, I can't control them after hours. I have a lot of them, they're adolescents. So.
Okay, now they said it just got interrupted. I don't know what's going on with that. That's crazy.
It was saying that on mine too.
Huh?
It was saying that on mine too.
Thing?
Yeah, it's.
Oh, there we are. Okay, sorry, you guys. Sorry, it happens. Let's go into the other room here and see. Okay, we're going to keep trying this.
We're going to go around this way.
Oh, we're going to go here. Okay, hold on. Here we go. We're going to go into where they keep... How many are in here?
So yeah, there's probably around 1 million crickets in this next room. I'm going to ask you to watch your step. We put up barricades just so the crickets kind of stay in a confined area in case they jump on me.
Okay,
And I'll
hold on.
just let you walk in there and then I'll catch
I'm
up
going
to you.
to turn this around so they can see where we're going. There you go. Okay, so we're in this room, and this is where they are in here. Okay, so
Yeah,
let's...
and so we have a tented area largely because the crickets like it really hot, and so we want to keep the heat in there. And so that's the only reason we have a kind of a tent setup. But I'll let you go in first because it's a little narrow.
Okay. Oh, wow. Oh, my gosh. Look at this. Yeah, you guys, it's real. How warm do you keep it?
So in the low to mid 80s, the cricket's ideal temperature is around 89, but we keep it a little bit cooler just to save a little bit on utilities. And the difference between having it at 89 degrees and 85 degrees, it might take them an extra week to get fat.
I hear them.
Oh,
They're making noise. They're talking to me. Do you hear them? You guys, I don't know if you guys can hear them, but they're, yeah. Well,
What are they saying?
eat me.
Oh,
They're saying, oh, salad with cricket.
making me hungry.
So can we look in there?
Yeah, I
Yes.
set one out here.
Okay, so we're gonna. Oh wow, yeah. There's the heater, so it's like 84 in here. It is warm.
And I'll turn on my flashlight because it's a little dark over here. The reason I've pulled this one out is these are adult crickets that only have a few days left of life, and they're laying eggs. So I want to show you what a configuration looks like when they're at their full size. So right here is the dirt where they're laying eggs. And so we've interrupted them, and so they're getting a little agitated and are jumping around. But otherwise, we have our chick feed in a pan over there. When we have good local fruit and vegetables, we put that in there as well. They
So
absolutely
that's their food in that pan right
that's
there.
their food in that pan.
Okay.
And then they have a water bottle here, which is just gradually filtering down water.
It's very high tech.
Yeah, we recycle.
Well, that's
whatever-
what's kind of cool about it, though.
Yeah,
You got to feel good doing this.
definitely. And what we're really trying to prove that we can grow the most sustainable protein in all the Pacific Northwest in a small footprint right here in West 11th. And it's a lot of trial and error, but we keep track of all our metrics and we advertise and share with everyone what we learn, so other people can do this and take what we've done and do a better job, because we really want to make an impact in providing sustainable protein to people. And to do that, we need more than just one little warehouse behind Burger King. We need people all over the world doing this.
So where do you sell most of your crickets?
So right now we're just selling them online. So we have our own website, and then on Amazon we also sell them. But starting next week, we're going to be making appearances at the Lane County Farmers Markets on Tuesdays and Saturdays. Not necessarily every Tuesday and Saturday, so if people are interested, they should just check our Facebook to make sure that we're going that week. But to this point, we became the first licensed insect farm in the Pacific Northwest at the end of last year. And so we've only been selling online for about 4 months now. And we're excited now to finally be getting out and being more in the public and giving some other venues for people to buy products. So
what's the hardest part? Is it getting people like to get past the fact that this is an insect?
Yeah, I think precisely. And it's amazing. We've grown up with a stigma here that we don't eat bugs. But when you think about it, it's a lot more sanitary and it's a lot more healthy and it's a lot better for the environment than what we currently eat. We just have this stigma. And when we talk to people, it's surprising. I bet we can get over half of people to try crickets. And one thing we do is we hand out stickers to people when they eat a cricket that say, "I eat bugs." And there's so many people who will come up to us and say like, "Oh, I will never eat a cricket." And then they'll come back 5 minutes later. "Ooh, I'd like a sticker. Can I eat a cricket?" And so it's really not that much of a hurdle to get over. But we just have grown up with this thought that for some reason we can eat insects. They're actually completely superior food to what we eat now.
So give me some cricket facts for people. What do they need to know about crickets?
Crickets. So let's see. They're about twice as high in protein as beef. They have twice as much iron as spinach, which is an interesting thing. So it's not just the protein. They are basically a superfood, or people are calling them that. They have all of the amino acids you need, much like seafood, so all of those healthy oils and fats, and a lot of potassium as well. So those are some interesting nutritional facts. And then as far as environmental, they use a lot less water, obviously land and resources, and then they emit a lot less greenhouse gases as well.
I think a good comparison is to make a hamburger, you need 1,000 gallons of water. To make a cricket burger with the same size, with twice the protein, you need 1 gallon of water.
Wow.
And so that's why we're doing this. And
So do most people grind them up into product?
yeah, right now that's the biggest market for it, is people like endurance athletes grind it up, put it into their energy drinks, put it into various health foods. But speaking of which, do we need a little break?
Are you
do we
guys
need
hungry? Do you need a snack?
Oh,
Have
God.
you been working hard so far?
Yeah, we're really. I don't know. You know, How are you feeling there, Leona?
Well, after hearing the
Nothing like life insurance before you do this, huh?
I know, exactly. Are you insured?
Hold on.
So,
what are we?
what is it?
Okay, so hold on.
Oh,
We thought maybe at this point you might be hungry. So a gateway before you tried the whole cricket, because you will, I've made some homemade granola bars. So these are little granola bar squares. This is nut-free for people who can't eat nuts but still want to take granola bars on their hikes and bike rides. And it has been made with cricket flour. So
Okay. I think this is kind of the introductory thing, right?
this is a very introductory. I think you'll like them. It's healthy. There's not a lot of sugar, extra sugar, or anything else, but
Okay.
yeah.
You ready?
Ready?
sure.
Show you?
Okay.
All right.
Cheers.
Well,
That's good. Oh. Would it be weird if I said something about it bugs me?
You've been waiting to say
I
that.
have been waiting to say that.
You stayed up all night just.
I did. I came up with that at like 2 in the morning, and I wrote it down on a pad next to my desk. I can't taste. That's delicious. I mean,
is good.
that's really good.
And it's packed with protein and other nutrients that you need.
And if I was cooking, you'd have brownies with a lot of butter and a lot of sugar. But Zoe's the culinary whiz here. So.
Wow.
And I make zucchini bread, that kind of stuff with it.
Do you feel like rubbing your legs together? That's what crickets do, just in case you didn't know.
I know.
I wasn't, hey, baby, you feel like rubbing your legs
I
together?
think you guys have started hopping in the last few minutes.
That's good.
That was good.
That's going to be easier than the other one.
Excellent.
So we've had
now
our introduction.
You've crossed the hurdle. You've
Okay.
eaten crickets.
So we can now wear a little sticker that says we ate bugs.
That's right.
Yeah, you know what you should do, real fast. So Leona here, she's helping sponsor the show. And she comes on and I said, do you want to go to lunch and have crickets? And she, on the, I don't know. But I want to give her a chance to kind of talk about life insurance because that's what you sell with Country Financial.
Yes.
And she had a really great idea that actually these two are going to do for all the millions of babies they have in here. But tell people what you're talking about. I think that's a really good idea as a gift for a grandparent.
Right. So I have grandchildren. I won't say how many I have.
Tell them. Tell them.
All right. I have 8 with another one coming in November. So I didn't tell you that part.
Wow.
So by the end of this year, I'm going to have 9 grandchildren. And I have life insurance on all of those grandchildren. And you wonder why. It's not because I expect them to die. It's because I expect them to live. And as long as they live, that life insurance policy is going to continue to grow with them. They're going to have a family eventually. They're going to have careers. And that life insurance policy is going to be able to gain value as they get older. And that's why I did it. When you do it younger, it's so much less expensive, and gosh, the value that it has for the lifetime. And also keeping in mind that the only thing guaranteed in life is death.
Well, that's a smart thing too, because then my dad bought me a policy when I was younger, and then when I was a little older, I cashed it in and used it for another policy and some other kind of stuff, and it was really handy because it's thinking of something that most people wouldn't think about.
Right.
So, Country Financial, how do they get a hold of you?
Give me a call, 541-343-0829, or feel free to visit my website, www.countryfinancial.com/leona.houston.
All right.
That's it.
All right, let's go look at some crickets again. So, you guys, we are at Craft Cricket. You know how there's craft beer, craft wine, and craft cider? Well, now there's Craft Cricket. And we're here with these two cricket farmers. For those of you who just tuned in, again, it's Austin
And Zoe.
and Zoe, and they traveled the world and they were eating bugs, and they traveled the country and were eating bugs, and decided, you know, when we're wasting a lot of energy, land, water, growing beef and other kinds of things, you can get the same amount and even more protein in a cricket. So what else? Let's get out of this room.
Yeah,
This room is really, really super hot.
Yeah.
If you want to contact Leona, somebody put your stuff on there too, Leona. Oh, you guys, this is a cool shot. Walking down the and then you guys, so they keep them in this room, in there, so that it stays nice and warm for them, because crickets need it to be in the 80s, like 89 degrees. And they have an incubator. For those of you who just tuned in, I'll give you a really quick little look here. Whoa, he told me to watch it and I didn't. Hold on, I'm going to show you. This is the little baby. They're the newborns. Aren't they cute? They look just like their mother. That is so awesome. Hey, Bill, you said you had crickets before. This is the little baby ones. All right, let's go out there.
All right.
Good, the internet's not moving around now. We're getting it in order. So how big is this warehouse?
This is a 2,400 square foot warehouse. Our crickets are only using about 750 square feet right now.
So in 750 square feet, you can grow how many crickets then?
Well, we have about 1 million crickets in there. And so last night, well, it's working out right now. We're creating about 30 or 40 pounds of crickets a week. And of that, 60% is protein. So we're probably getting, 25, 30 pounds of protein a week in this 750 feet in a parking lot behind Burger King.
Now, if that's not sustainable, I don't know what is.
Well, we really are keen on becoming sustainable and making sure we are. So right now we have a graduate class at the U of O that are analyzing our process and validating our whole life cycle to make sure that these claims we're making are true. And they're looking at our energy usage and our space usage, and they're comparing us to other farms. And
do you think, because you guys, we were talking earlier that a lobster is a version of an insect, and so is a shrimp. And most people have no problem with the creepy crawly little legs that they all have on them, and that nobody even cares. And you just, I'm having lobster. It's like the fancy food.
Or sushi is another one that people didn't eat until a few years ago, and now it's
like raw fish. You would have never, when I was growing up, you would have never thought of eating
and now
raw
you can't
fish.
go a block in Eugene without seeing a sushi shop.
So do you think this will catch on?
I mean, that's why we're doing it, and that's why we're advocating for it. The numbers make sense that as more and more people live on this planet, we need to have other solutions besides our current agricultural processes. So we'll always be eating beef, we'll always be having a good steak, but we need to supplement it with some other proteins. And then there's people out there who just can't eat certain foods, and so this is a good alternative to get high protein. So maybe it won't be as ubiquitous as McDonald's, but we're expecting, they should be cricket farms in every big town.
Wow. So what else can you do with a cricket?
I'll let you
As far as food?
Yeah. Like what other kind of things can you,
Right.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to grab this real fast.
Sure.
Hold on, guys.
So crickets are actually really versatile because you can grind them up and put them in anything, so that flour just becomes a protein powder. So right here,
You're
Austin
kidding
just brought
me.
out, we've another big aspect that we do at Craft Crickets is partner with local people in town. So this was a partnership with Pasta Gardner.
That's cricket pasta?
This is cricket pasta. So this is fresh pasta. That's why it just came from the fridge. It's you'd probably want to boil
Guys,
it
look
first.
at that. So it's pasta made out of crickets.
So this would be, for the person who doesn't want meat sauce, your protein is all in the pasta already. Just put some olive oil and garlic on there.
Can you eat that?
This you might want to cook first.
Oh, because it's raw.
It is.
Well, it's pasta, just like when you.
Oh.
It is fresh.
Yeah.
It seems
Currently, there are other countries where businesses I am aware of that are using crickets, mealworms, and some roaches as flour.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's Bill. He likes cricket. He's the one that comes on and says yum. So
Awesome.
what else? I mean, so you could get that you wouldn't even need. You just put tomato sauce or a pesto sauce on it.
Yep.
And you've got your meat, you got your protein, you got everything in there.
Right there. So that becomes, like I said, very versatile. People just make a protein smoothie out of it, for example, with the powder. But
See, that's what I think would be really great about this is because I work out and I have to eat other protein stuff.
Right.
And I'd much rather put something I know what it is than something
and where
out
it
of a
came
bag.
from and the environmental footprint that it had.
Huh. So what else?
A lot of people also, you can eat them just as a snack. So in most of the world, people just spice them up and put them on tacos or throw them onto pad thai or anything else. So we've done that for you today.
Okay.
So this is an example of just the crickets in a bowl.
Okay, these are crickets in a bowl.
So this is plain,
This is a plain cricket.
just roasted, unseasoned crickets. And then the very, very easy thing, if you want a good beer snack or a taco,
I'm always
something
looking for a good
to
beer
go on
snack.
tacos, would be, and we just did this in a Tupperware, take a little,
Get over here.
these are the ones you're gonna try.
Get in the middle here. You can come around here. Okay.
So,
Leonie, get in there. This is our lunch date.
that's right.
So this has taco seasoning on it?
We used a little bit of Mexican seasoning. Yep. And
Nothing better for your cricket than a little Mexican seasoning. Hi, I'm Rick Dancer. I eat crickets. I'm a
We should use
spokesmodel.
So we just threw them in a pan with a little bit of melted butter, put some seasoning on there, and toss them around. So
Does it make you nervous? It kind of makes me.
I would grab a couple.
Okay.
If you
It
get
kind
a
of makes
couple,
me a
then
little bit
it's,
nervous, but you know what?
Too bad. Oh, nice.
Just
Okay.
throw the whole thing in there. Yeah. Huh? With a light beer.
Yeah. You know,
Totally doable.
you know what it tastes like to me? Chicken. No, I'm kidding.
Pretzels.
Doesn't everything? You know what it tastes?
Seasoned pretzel. Chex mix.
Okay, but you know what it also
They're
tastes like?
good,
Yeah, it tastes like sunflower seeds.
Yeah.
Like when you, it's kind of the consistency of sunflower seeds. Bill says they're delicious in brownies.
Yep. We make brownies too. Or zucchini bread has been a favorite in our household.
Wow. Yeah, those are tasty little things.
Have some more.
You just have
Or
to
is it the
ignore
seasoning?
the head
But
and
a
the
lot
tail.
of stuff is like that. You know, we season nuts or popcorn or something.
As hard as I try to get my protein fix of the day, I don't think I could do it. Vicky, you could. Okay, so
This is totally doable.
Leona,
yeah,
I think
if you want to try the plain ones.
I think we should try a plain one.
Okay.
So these have nothing on them. The only thing that's hard to get past is where is here, is the little legs. Where's the little camera there? There, see that?
Thoughts?
It's not gross. Huh. I'm impressed. I mean, and I'm not just saying that. That doesn't even bother me.
So the best thing, you know, like if you're making tacos at home, instead of making ground beef, just put the same spice mix onto these and top your tacos.
Well, and see, and I think what people could do if they're like kind of squeamish about it is just grind it up.
Yep. Yep.
You know, and put it in the sauce itself just as a powder, and then
Sure.
you'd have it in there, and it wouldn't be that big a deal. Just don't tell your friends when they come over, till after they've
They'll
eaten
never
it.
We've
No.
had
Right.
that
Never
happen
know.
with brownies before. We've made brownies and we labeled them cricket brownies. And I think people interpreted that as, oh, it's just a fun name, and didn't literally realize that crickets are in it.
And everyone
You
ate
told
them.
them later.
Yeah.
And everyone thought they were really good.
Yeah.
Bill says the flour is actually quite delicious as a gluten-free mix. That's right. Is this gluten-free?
It is
You were
gluten-free.
asking that, weren't you? Oh, I thought you were. Yeah, so it is gluten-free.
It is
Maybe somebody
gluten-free.
said it on here. Huh.
And kosher?
Yeah.
Well,
Depends on who
kosher-
you talk to.
Yeah. A
Ideal-
lot of people think it's kosher, but I think technically it needs to. We would have to have it certified.
Right, but I think one of the things that, because I called up a friend of mine who studies Hebrew, and he said crickets are actually, he thinks that they are clean, which is the term clean and unclean. So they are clean, so it's okay to eat. Kosher means somebody comes in and has to bless them.
Got it.
So they, but there are some in the Jewish or Hebraic community who don't think they're clean, but the majority of people do. That's just what I found. So let's don't get into an argument over religion. But I mean,
I've
it was,
heard the same thing.
Yeah, it was a
Depends
question
who
I
you're
wanted
talking
to know because I thought, gosh, I wonder just because I study some of that and I wanted to know where does that, how does that rank on there? And I guess, that's what they say. Albert, can someone have crickets allergies?
Yeah, so there have been some instances where people who already have a shellfish allergy
Oh,
might have a reaction to crickets. So it really depends upon the person. Some people who have shellfish allergies might not, but definitely take caution if you have a shellfish allergy before you eat crickets.
so if people want to find out more about you guys, your website is?
www.craftcrickets.com.
So it's craft, C-R-A-F-T, like beer, craftcricket.com. And also the farmer's market, you'll be showing up when now?
We'll check our website before because we just get notifications shortly before, but starting Tuesday.
Starting Tuesday, they'll start showing up at the Tuesday market, the farmer's market out there, right down on the park blocks in downtown Eugene. And just go by and sample it if you're curious, because I mean, seriously, that is not. I don't even want to say that's not bad. It's good.
Yeah.
And do you have something else you have to
Yeah,
show
well,
here?
I mean, we'll be
Oh,
giving
yeah.
them samples, but
Oh.
I wanted to give you the stickers.
We get our stickers because
now that you have eaten crickets, you're one of 2 billion people in the world, and
Really
so
Awesome. Right there.
Yeah.
and I understand Rick wanted to potentially hand out crickets to people later today. And so
Okay,
you can
so-
wear your sticker proud.
So what Austin is going to let me do is I'm going to take a bag of these crickets, and I'm going on Reach the Beach this weekend, a bike ride with 3,000 people. So I'm going to take it with my camera, and I'm going to go up and offer people, hey, do you need some protein? And offer them crickets and see how many people I can get to eat them. Would that be fun? Oh, I want to watch people's faces going.
Yeah, I hope they don't run you out of town.
You know what they'll probably do is people start going, there's the guy with the bugs. Oh, stay away from him. That's the guy handing out crickets. What's wrong with him? And he's putting it on video and stuff. Anything else you need to let people know, Austin? You guys, anything?
I wanted to also mention that as part of our interest in becoming a more sustainable business, we are always looking for community partnerships. So, for example, we get our egg cartons, which are the cricket homes, from a couple of local bakeries here in town, which has been a really great relationship. And then we have people who also come and take some of the cricket waste and use it as fertilizer. So we're trying to get that full cycle thing going. So if anyone's interested, possibly like.
Well, what about food? So you get vegetables, I mean, stuff like that. So what kind of stuff do you need from there?
Yeah, the crickets typically eat better than I do. But yeah, they like fresh fruit and vegetable that may not look pretty. To them, they can't tell what it looks like. But that if humans aren't going to eat it, it's going to go to waste. So that's the perfect sort of thing that we like to give the crickets. And they pretty much eat everything except for, they don't like kale that much.
Or chard.
They don't like chard.
Swiss chard? They don't like chard?
Too bitter for them, I guess.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
These picky little bugs. I mean, don't they know kale's like the new hot food that everybody's eating it? Maybe they're not, you know.
Maybe they're jealous.
Yeah.
Kale's reputation.
All right, you guys. Well, thanks for having us in. Leona, thanks for being here and having lunch with me. She'll never go to lunch with me. Well, actually, now you will because you've seen what we have.
Right.
And you guys look for them at Farmers Market down on Tuesdays downtown in downtown Eugene. And also go on their website, and if you want to get into the sustainability and help them with, you have extra food products laying around that, like you're a grocery store, a restaurant, something like that, get in contact with them. It might be some kind of a relationship you can set up. So thanks for joining us. Don't be afraid of bugs, at least the cricket parts anyway. And again, craft crickets, protein, and I am going to try to get my wife to eat one of these tonight. I'm going to take some home and see what they do. All right, you guys, the best thing you can do for me and for Austin and everybody here is to take this and post it right on your page. You don't have to go spread it around if you don't want to, but post it on your page and let people see it and know what these guys are doing, because we're all in business to work and help each other. So let people know what's going on, and it'll intrigue them. All right? All right. No show tomorrow because I'm going to be down at the coast doing Reach the Beach. I will be back on Tuesday with more. All right. Thanks, you guys. See you later. Bye-bye.